What is up, Scorpios? What's going on? Let's jump right in. I don't even have a big punchline for this opening line for the shuttle anymore. I'm like, let's jump right in. Let's see. The only question is, I should have thought about this before, which deck should we use for your reading? Let's start, let's start, I don't know, lately Classic Tarot been my favorite thing. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Lately I've been just really enjoying that. Let's take a look, Scorpios, what you need to know. The energy, to be honest, that's been coming through, been a little bit weird, but let's see. Okay, look at this. We have the Empress with the Seven of Wands. Wanna come on? Let me take a few more cards. I feel like you're resisting something or someone. There's an energy of resistance where you're like, no more. I am done. I'm hearing some Scorpios. Again, as you know, lately that's been Scorpio only channel. I don't know if it continues this way or not, but for now I vibe with that. Not every reading might resonate with you. There might be some readings that resonate, some not, even if you're a Scorpio. So just because you're a Scorpio, it doesn't have to be like this is the message for you, just so that I make it clear. But let's see. I feel like some Scorpios are just saying like, no more. I'm so done with this. Like, I can't anymore. Okay. Page of Wands. Six of Swords. Yeah, okay, I see. Let's take just a few more cards. We have Page of Pentacles. We have Five of Pentacles. A lot of pages. You might be feeling like you are dealing with immature people, just saying. Like, yeah. Ten of Swords. Hermits. Bottom of the deck. The Chariot. Watch the reading I uploaded yesterday. It wasn't like about love, it was more about your purpose, where you're going in life, because this theme is showing up here again. However, what I feel with this energy is something a little bit different. So with the Empress card, I feel like the Empress here represents you. You could have also Taurus or Libra placements. You could have Venus and Scorpio. Just very strong Venus here is like amplified. What I'm getting here is that, hold on guys, I'm so sorry, 1 second. I don't know why it's a little bit too, yeah, I think it's fine. What I'm getting here is basically, for a lot of you with the Empress card here especially, you're starting to remember yourself. Like you're starting to, I feel like, understand that some of the positions you've been put into, it could be by somebody you were connecting with, could be somebody you were dating in a relationship with, could be someone just, you know, you were starting to talk to, whatever, whoever you had a connection with. I feel like you realize how you've been put in not a good position by this person. Like, you deserve better, basically, one of those moments for Scorpio. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands here, you just really want to fight for yourself. You want to fight for your rights. You want to fight for being seen and heard and for treated well. I feel there is this energy with the Empress here where you feel like you've been mistreated. You feel like you've been mistreated. You feel like you deserved better, and you feel like very triggered by that. This is, to me, the energy very triggered. And the Empress, interestingly enough, is actually planet Venus. And if you wake up early enough, at least, you know, where I am in the East Coast or South of America, like Florida, whatever, you can see actually with the naked eye Venus as the morning star in the sky now. And Venus as the morning star is very aggressive. It's like a warrior. It's not your Venus, which is like chill and relax. It's more like a warrior Venus. And together as well, when it's with Mars now and with Pluto, I just feel like for a lot of you, and especially for feminine energy, there is this frustration right now. There is this, I cannot believe like I am going through what I'm going through. It could be like a personal thing. And with Seven of Wands next to the Page of Wands, you might have had a conversation with someone, but I feel like you do not trust the person, because at this point you just realize that everything they say and everything they do is a bunch of lies, and you just are not stupid. You know, sometimes Scorpio always intuitive, I think, but when there is this energy where you fall in love, sometimes you just, because you always hear from others, oh, Scorpio, stop being so paranoid. Oh, Scorpio, stop being so paranoid. Like, trust people a little more, you go and you trust them and look what happens, type of thing. And I'm just getting that you might have been connecting with somebody who is very like suspicious, has trust issues, but you are also starting to understand that the reason that this person is this way is because they're a freaking liar themselves. You know what I mean? We don't suspect, like not always maybe, but we don't often suspect people of what we are not ourselves like. So if someone thinks that everyone's going to use them, it's because they've been using people too. If someone thinks somebody's going to lie to them or cheat on them, it's because maybe they've done this too. Like again, not always. Sometimes people just get treated like that, but they don't do this. But there is something about maybe this person that you're realizing is like this, because again, with the Page of Wands here, you might have heard something from them, you might have received a message from them, or maybe you haven't received a message from them, you messaged them. Maybe you've seen them message other people, like you are at this point are aware that they are actually talking to others, even though they told you how, oh, I'm just all about work right now, I'm just this and this and that, but you've seen with your own eyes that they are talking to other people. Again, this might not resonate with everyone, so if you're Scorpio who knows that you are in a good place, don't listen to this reading. But if you know what I'm talking about, you lived through this, I do think that once you've seen how they sort of like put you in a place where they didn't do anything, they sort of like tasted you for a little bit, put you on a save you for later list, told you some bullshit about how, oh, I'm going through something and I need to focus on healing. At this point, you just do not trust anything this person ever told you. You think that from the very beginning, since the second you met them, everything that came out of their mouth was a lie to manipulate you into something, to confuse you. So maybe they told you all this like really big stories about their life, how this happened to them and that's why they feel this way. You start doubting, you start questioning whether any of that was actually true. Maybe they told you this because they wanted you to trust them and kind of like look at how open they are so that you would open up, so that you would think they care. That's why they're sharing things with you. And you're just at this point, you're not sure that they ever told you any truth. You feel like everything they ever said was a lie, because you just look at what's going on, how they're talking to other people, how they say they're focusing on work, but you do know that they're constantly meeting new people or adding new people. And all of this, like they lied to you about this as well. So with the Six of Swords, you just want to move on. I feel like for a lot of you, there's also a new healing connection where you just started talking to someone else and this person is like, you know what? Like it's literally, maybe you even told someone new you're dating that, hey, I just met a player, and like I'm just in disbelief what happened to me. And there could be someone new who maybe even presenting themselves at first as a little bit of a friend or an ally or a spiritual connection in a way where maybe you are both into spirituality, not like those spiritual connections you watch tarot for, indefinitely. So, with the Six of Swords, sorry to just be like real here. With the Six of Swords, I just feel someone is coming to take you away from this lying person. Whoever this lying person was, I feel like they literally pretended to be so good, so caring, so high and mighty on a high horse, but you kind of realizing that they just use people to elevate themselves and to boost themselves and then go conquer more, so it's like it's this person with the Napoleon complex, and we know this kind of people don't really do well historically because your own ego eventually eats you up, so it's like I just get this. For some of you, it's like it's interesting also like what's standing out here. If you notice in these cards, we have here, right, the staff, we have here the staff, we have here, this kind of looks like a staff too as they're rowing, we have in the Hermit the staff here. So like a lot of this is the energy, which is interesting. We'll try to decipher also what it means maybe on a larger scale here, but I'm just getting that you cannot believe like basically what you've seen with your own eyes and how full of lies this person is. I also get like had a little channeled message actually before when I was shuffling before your reading. I just also get that like someone just kind of took you and boosted their confidence with you. So maybe this was the person who was not even so confident talking to the opposite or same sex, whatever they into, but something about you was almost like this confidence boost, where once they saw they could get someone like you interested, they felt like the world is their oyster. Now they can talk to any girl on any platform, on any Instagram, on Twitter, any dating site. Now they felt like they're the man, because before they used to have very low self-esteem. I feel like this is a very insecure person with a lot of trauma and a lot of self-esteem. And before, they still, like, I feel like before they would approach maybe girls or whatever, guys, whatever sex they are into, who were a little bit like sort of, how to say this, who were a little bit like easy, meaning like someone who they knew wouldn't say no to them. So maybe it was somebody who was a lot less attractive than them, or a lot younger than them, or a lot less, I don't know, financially stable. So they would always approach certain targets, I feel like, who they knew they would definitely have a yes from, because they always felt insecure about approaching people on their own level, whether their own age, whether their own like similar financial status, whether like very attractive. They wanted, but they never felt that they could get it. And I feel like with you, because with the Empress card, you were so out of their league. Maybe that's also what they deep down knew. And this is a lot more than just like attractiveness or whatever. It's just a whole package, I feel like, here. But once they took a shot on you, and I feel like you were helping them, trying to make them feel more easy, trying to show them how caring you are with the Empress card here, trying to show them that you are interested too. You made it so easy for them. Like, you made it so easy for them to approach you. You made it so easy for them to feel comfortable with you, because you liked them. You genuinely liked them. You genuinely thought they were a good person. So you made yourself so easy, not in the like way you were easy, but you just really thought this was a good person, maybe a little shy, and you wanted to help them open up or whatever. But what they did, they took this unconditional love that you gave them, and they boosted themselves up. You might have even seen this person recently. They changed physically. Like, you are the one who might have been looking drained and looking like, you know, like crying yourself to sleep or feeling insecure. But they are the one who suddenly looks so good and plumpy and just, you know, going and exploring things. And you're like, wow, this is like an energetic vampire energy, to be honest. Again, this is not going to be a reading for all of you. This will resonate with just some of you. I hope so, at least. And it's like you're starting to understand that if they are not talking to you, they are talking to someone else. And you've seen it. You've seen that they are talking to other people. And it's like, you know, when a man truly meets a woman who he values, there is never something like, oh, I need to focus on work, oh, I need to do this, or I need to do that, or putting you on read. Like, your future husband or your future real soulmate will never freaking leave you on read. It's just, I don't know, like, in my opinion, if you have a different situation that happened to you, let me know, maybe in the comments. Maybe I'll open comments. And it's like, you just realize that, again, they just wanted to, like, continue explore their other options, pretending they're just focusing on work or some issue or whatever, while keeping you, saving you for later, because they do see the value in you. And most importantly, they also know that someone like you genuinely loves them and genuinely cares. All of this other conquests they're trying to accomplish, they do deep down know that it's unlikely this person will really like them for them. It's more like for them an ego confidence boost. But I don't know. I don't like, honestly, this person, who they are. Page of Pentacles, there might have been some kind of offer. There might have been work involved. But with the Five of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, to the Ten of Swords, I feel that whatever this approach that they had of focusing on work or being all about just, maybe they are also someone who uses their work to get people interested in them, or there is some kind of predatory behavior going on at work where they pretend that, oh, this is just a colleague, oh, this is just a work connection, but they somehow make other people interested in them. And I don't know, they're not necessarily even doing anything with these people. It could be just something like where this is a person who is like, they need this conquest to feel better about themselves because they feel so terrible about themselves. They are not a confident person. A confident person would never act this way. So basically, they just use other people to boost themselves up. Five of Pentacles card here, Ten of Swords. I feel like also for you, withdrawing your energy from this connection is important. Hold on, what's happening with this camera? It's not focusing. Yeah, so basically for you, withdrawing your energy from this connection is admitting defeat, but also sort of like avoiding larger scale losses. For them, though, it's, I don't know, I feel like they always thought that you would never do this because they are so great and whatever, amazing. Like, again, this is the person who has such strange self-esteem. There's a part of them that's deeply insecure, but there's another part of them that's like grandiose, whatever. And with the Hermit card here, I feel like for a lot of them, it's going to take, you're going to teach them a real spiritual lesson in terms of how you shouldn't be treating other people. And you're not going to teach them that lesson maybe like they were always afraid you're going to take some kind of revenge on them because somebody did something to them before or whatever. No, you're not going to do anything to them. That's like they are very worried that you're going to do something, like take some kind of action against them. No, with the Hermit card, you're just going to withdraw your love, and you're never going to let these people have any access to you again, because when you were right there, they didn't care. Well, now it's something like you're going to teach this person basically a lesson that when you meet something, you find something that's valuable to you, you hold on to it. You don't just trash it, which is like something that they did, like the discarding energy. And it's going to be a long, I feel like for a lot of these people, they might have had like a karma when it comes to their relationship, and you will literally like a gift from God to this person into their life, but also a challenge and a test. And they didn't pass this challenge and a test. So I feel like for a lot of these people, they're going to be very single. They're going to be single for a long time because they will understand that there is not so many people in the world who actually care about them, for like who they really are. There are people who will maybe also like want to use them. There are people who also want to play them. And it's going to be a hard lesson for them to learn for a lot of these people. Again, I don't wish anything bad happens to them, but I just feel like with the Hermit card here, it's going to take them time to actually see what they've done, how they've hurt you. Because, you know, like you really did care about them. Chariot card here with the Tower, with the Three of Cups. Yeah, especially if you saw this person telling you one thing but doing something else, I feel like you basically putting a tower on all of this and moving on. You're going to pursue your own destiny. You're going to pursue your own fate. And there's also, of course, I feel for a lot of you, if you're open to this, there's like immediately somebody new. I feel like for a lot of you, you're already starting to talk to someone new. Yeah. Ouch. Three of Pentacles wants to come out. For a lot of you, yes, it could have been also a work connection, which is why maybe things were a little bit complicated. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's this disappointment energy, just like, you know, I wish things were different here, but I also at the same time need to see and take things for what they are. Judgment card. I feel like, again, there's somebody here, I think it's this person, who's going to be having a spiritual awakening. They're going to understand that, you know, what they do, how they treat people is just not good. You know, it's just not good. And the divine, I feel like, has been trying to show them the way forward. Maybe even that's why you were sent into the life of this person. But they just are so full of themselves. Like they start, you know, at some point, the worst part about people who are pathological liars is when they start believing their own lies. They start, like when they tell you something, for example, like, oh, I'm just focused on this or that. The worst part is not even that they're lying, but that they actually believe that what they're telling is the truth. I think this is like this here. Again, look at this. They just want to come out of the Chariot with the Tower. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, this is definitely like a hard no, moving on. And I think they wanted to see if you really mean what you say, that you're moving on. Like, I think they didn't believe it because, look, I'm the Emperor. How can you be moving on from me? Look at this in Hierophant. It's almost like they always thought that, like, with the Hierophant to the Emperor, that they have some kind of authority over you. I have no idea. What is this, Scorpios? We have Five of Wands, very conflicted inside. Ace of Cups, feelings were there. Two of Wands, feelings were there, but I'm trying to understand what's the problem was then. Because the feelings were there, but it's almost like not valuing themselves enough, maybe not valuing you enough. And I'm sorry, but I just have to be honest. When you value something, you don't just like let it go like this. You don't test it like this. That's not how the world works. Ten of Cups. Maybe there was some delusional fantasy how things were gonna all work out magically. Let's manifest it type of thing. But I feel like with the Death card, Scorpio is moving on here. Because you really also thought that this could be a person, like something good could happen with. And maybe you were not even in a rush to start a relationship with them. All you wanted was to like get to know them, you know, see what kind of person they are and stuff. But you just realize also they are not the person who they pretended to be. They are not the person who you thought they were. And it's just, yeah, it's like, it's sad because here, like, if you will be honest with yourself, you're not really mourning this connection, or you're not even necessarily disappointed by this connection. It's more like you thought they were someone else. And it's like, when you realize that you kind of were like in love with a fantasy, not with a real person, that could hurt a little. Because you just can't believe, like, everything you thought they were not, they were, and everything, like, they were, like, everything they were not. I hope you understand me. Let's see how this person feels about you. Look at, I cannot believe this, Ten of Swords with a, Ten of Swords with a Three of Swords. Jeez. Lovers, wow, Lovers card is here. Seven of Swords. It's a lot of, you know what it is? It's a lot of hidden feelings. Game playing, stop, like, you see the cards I'm taking in front of the camera. Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Lovers, Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Swords. Ay, Dios. Okay, so what I feel from this and this first row, I feel like here is a lot more important than even this. The second row, Seven of Cups, also is at the bottom. I mean, it's self-explanatory, guys. If you guys been watching tarot for a while, you know, it's like how I read. And by the way, those who want to learn tarot, I have my Vimeo class for beginners open. Three of Swords next to the Ten of Swords. They feel very hurt by, but I don't understand, like, you didn't do anything to them. Only thing is they're the one who sabotaged this. Lovers with the Seven of Swords. Person had feelings, person did recognize you as an important connection, but I think their own ego and narcissism basically did not want you to give power over them. They didn't want to give you so much importance. Like, they didn't want you to think that you could just come into their life and either change them or make them feel things. They didn't want also, maybe they just moved to a new city or something, or started a new job, or maybe something in their physical appearance recently changed. And have you seen, I don't know if you've ever seen this episode, it's like a very old episode of Sex and the City, like a long time ago I watched it, where Charlotte was dating basically this guy, oh my god, I cannot say these things on YouTube, who was basically down there, not processed. I don't know if you understand what you know, like what I mean. And then once he was like, oh, there's this whole new world out there of new women for me to experience. So I hope you understand, like, there are friends that I just gave you, but if not, basically, I feel like for this person, maybe some new change happened in their life and they were like, what? I should be, there's this whole world of options and choices. I don't have to go into, because they felt, I feel like if they were to start something with you, it would be more serious, like, or it was already, you were dating them and it was already becoming more serious, and they were like, oh, there's this world of options, choices, there's so many hot girls or hot women, there's so many this, so many that, why should I be right now putting myself off the market basically while I'm still gonna be pumping and going up in value? Like, they made some kind of valuation, almost like looking at you. I don't think they were looking at you like a depreciating asset or whatever, but they did some kind of like narcissistic calculation here, where they thought of themselves as the one who is just gonna keep getting better and having more options, while you like, I don't know if they felt, because honestly, hold on, let me take a sip. I honestly do think this person had feelings for you, but you know, feelings is not enough. Also, different people have different feelings. Like, there are people who love someone and they could still go and cheat, believe it or not. There are people who don't even love someone, but because of the kind of person they are, they will never cheat. Not even because they love someone or don't, or not. It's because who they are as a person will never cheat on anyone. Sometimes it's not about that, oh, you love someone, that's why you never lie. No, I'm just the kind of person who never tells lies. It doesn't have to do with me loving or not loving someone. And here in this case, I feel like even though feelings were there, just who they are as a person, basically, you know, was as well. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords card here, once again, they did think that there's this whole world out there for them, so many other options, like you might be a good one, but like, yeah, they didn't want you to have the power over them where you got them so quickly, because they look at it not as love, they look at it as some kind of competition of some sort. Page of Swords with the Six of Cups. Of course, again, once again, they felt the connection with you, they looked at you, Page of Swords, maybe stalking you, doing it all very secretively as well, hiding all of this. Hoping also everything was gonna magically work out. I don't know honestly how anyone can be this way. Let's see. What I wanna see is because you're moving on. Honestly, I don't even know what to say here, but like I don't know what else you need to know about the situation. I will take to the extent as well how it's all going to develop, because I get weird, strange vibes from this person. I think with their manipulation, they could try to get you back or something. I don't know. It's like maybe you know something about them, or maybe because of whatever reason, they cannot be on bad terms, I feel like, with you. Look at this, Page of Wands. Yeah, there could be more communication, but you don't want them, I feel like, just because you feel so betrayed. Like you really genuinely cared, and this person really betrayed your love. And for some of you, you even told them how you feel about them. You know, I see like for some of you, it was a situation where you literally like sent them a message telling them how you feel about them, how much you love them. And they put you on read while they went talking to someone else. Like what kind of betrayal is that? So anyway, they put you, a person who loved them, who genuinely cared about them, on read while they went talking to someone new, just who doesn't give a shit about them. That's just, you know, like everything I feel like we need to know here. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Three of Cups. They do, I feel like, yeah, Six of Wands. Wands at the bottom. This is the person who likes to have victory over things they try to accomplish. I do think there's going to be, the person will try to pursue in some way. Going to be your choice what you want to do with this. Six of Wands, they have this, again, Napoleon complex. They like to be the one who wins. Yeah, I don't know. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Can we heal this? I don't think, Scorpio, you want to heal this, just because I feel like you see this person for who they are now and you're disappointed. Let's see, what should we look into in the extended? I want to keep going with this deck. How will things develop with this person over, let's say, next 2 weeks? See, this card wants to come up. Page of Pentacles, again, could be something work related. How will things be, how will things develop with this person over the next 2 weeks? Any advice for you? Because I feel like, again, you have to be on alert with them. I know that for a lot of you, you like moved on, you don't want to hear about them, you don't want to deal with them. But I feel like you have to be on alert, because this is the kind of person who could manipulate things into putting you in some positions. Like they've done this successfully already, where I feel like they manipulated you into opening up to them and into really showing them how you feel and all this other kind of things, or maybe even getting stuck on them and not dating anyone else. You know what they did? I feel like for some of you, they did something to give you enough hope, basically, to keep you stuck on them, to keep you liking them, to give you maybe an impression that they are coming towards you. So you were sort of in the stuck energy waiting for them, while they kept their options open and were still talking to other people. Like, you see how the strategy here was just insane? Like, they put you into this place where you don't go anywhere while they did. You know, and we'll see also who are like, we'll see, you know what, in the extended, I want to ask specific questions. I want to see how the situation will develop over the next 2 weeks. Again, not because you want them, not because you're waiting for them, but more like so that you're aware of any tactics they're going to use against you, if they will. So we're going to look at this, is going to be number one. Number two, we're going to see what did they lie about. Number three, we're going to see also, whatever they're doing also, like on the side, talking to others or whatever. And number four, we are also going to see what's an advice for you with this. So let's take first 5 cards for how things will develop over the next 2 weeks. I'm going to do grand reveal and extended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second, what did they lie about? Let's do 4 cards for this. Four cards we said, right? I want to do 7 cards actually. Yeah, let's do 7 cards for this. Third, we're gonna ask, who are they talking to? What's going on there? What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also, what's your advice in this situation? How do you protect maybe yourself? Whatever. Let's see. Okay, I'll take this. All right. So link to the extent is going to be down below. We'll continue. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much. Everything is in the description box. Love you. Talk soon.